Conversion of NFA to DFA. Now let us see how to convert an NFA to DFA. Okay, so this is the NFA that we designed in the previous lecture. Okay, so definitely this is a non-deterministic finite automata, because from state Q0 there are two transitions for the input symbol A, and from Q1 also there are two transitions for the input symbol A. Okay, the idea behind the conversion is that we will use the transition table to convert an NFA to corresponding DFA. Okay, so what we will do is that first we will start with the initial state. Okay, so here the initial state is Q0. Okay, and we draw the transition for this. We note down the transition for Q0 on A and B. Okay, so Q0 on A, it is remaining in Q0 as well as it is going to state Q1. Okay, so there are two states are here. Okay, so what we do is that first we will we note down these two states as a single state. Okay, or a single set. Okay, so now Q0 on A, it is going to Q0 as well as it is going to the state Q1. Okay, now this is a single set, and we consider it as a single state, Q0 Q1 as a single state. Okay, now Q0 on B, it is remaining in Q0 itself, and there is no other transition. Okay, so it is the set Q0. Okay, now we got a new state called Q0 Q1. Okay, we consider this entire set as a new state. Okay, so the procedure is, next we note down the new state here in the left state bar input column and find out the transition for this new state. Okay, from that transition we may get another new state, then we will find out the transition for that new state and continue until there is no other new states are there. Okay, so let us write Q0 comma Q1 here. This is a new state. Okay, and next we draw the transition for this state. Okay, so from now how we will write the transition is that here we got new two states in the set. Okay, first we will write the transition for Q0 on A, then we will write the transition for Q1 on A. Okay, so Q0 on A, it is clear that it is going to state Q0 as well as Q1. Okay, and Q1 on A, we are remaining the state Q1. Okay, so Q1 is already written here. Since it is a set, we don't need to write the Q1 again here. Okay, and from Q1 on A, the automata is going to state Q2 as well. Okay, so you note down the state Q2 also here. Q0 on B, it is going to state Q0. Okay, and Q0 on A, sorry, Q1 on B, it is going to state Q2. Okay, so we will write Q2 here. Okay, now we got two new state, Q0 Q1 Q2 is a new state, Q0 Q2 is a new state. Okay, so first let us note down the state Q0 Q1 Q2 here. Okay, now we find out transition for the state Q0 Q1 Q2. Okay, so for Q0 Q1, we already know the transition state is Q0 Q1 Q2. Okay, now the remaining is Q2. Q2 on A, it is going back to Q1. Q2 on A, it is going back to Q1, so there is no need to write Q1 again. Okay, so it's finished. Okay, now Q0 Q1 Q0 Q1 on B, it is going to Q0 Q2. Okay, and remaining state is Q2. Q2 on B again is going back, the F is going back to the state Q0. Okay, so Q0 is already written here. Okay, this is Q0. Okay, so it is not a new state. Okay, now the next new state is Q0 Q2, and we note down this Q0 Q2 here, Q0 comma Q2. Okay, and Q0 on A, we know it is going to state Q0 comma Q1. Okay, and Q2 on A, it is going back to Q1, so there is no need to write Q1 here again. So This one is already, it's not a new state, we already have this state here. Okay, now q0 on B, it is going to the state q0, and q2 on B, it is going to state q0. So there is no need to write q0 again here. Okay, that is q2 on B, it is going to state q0, and q1 on B, it is remaining state q0. Okay, so all the state, new state, we have explored all the new state, and is completed. So the conversion of NFA to DFA is completed. Now we can start to do the DFA, like from Q0 Q1 on A, it is going to state Q0 Q1 Q2. Okay, from Q0 Q1 on B, it is going to, the FA is going to state Q0 Q2. Okay, for the notation purpose, we will represent this state as like this q0, and this one as x. Okay, this one as z, and this one as y. Okay, so x on A, it is going to z, x on B, it is the f is going to the state y. Okay, from z on A, it is remaining in the state z itself. Z on B, the f is going to the state y. Okay, from y on A, the f is going to the state x, and from y on B, the f is going to state q0, and the final DFA will looks like this.